Paul, let me ask you this. Brock Lesnar, an accomplished wrestler before coming to WWE, what does his relationship with Kurt Angle mean to him? What did his time with Kurt Angle do for him personally?
I think Brock Lesnar will always look at Kurt Angle as a competitor. Competitor for the position of being the greatest athlete to ever step into the ring. Competitor for being the most capable athlete, the most capable Greco-Roman wrestler. I think when Kurt Angle can look at Brock Lesnar and say, yeah, you won an NCAA Division I heavyweight championship, but I won an Olympic gold medal. I know in Brock's mind, the first thing that Brock Lesnar says is, yeah, but I won the UFC heavyweight championship, which is professional, and you won an Olympic gold medal. They're always going to view each other with such alpha male vision.
You said it right there. I mean, I look at those two, and I've actually, watched those two in the locker room, and they're polar opposites of each other. I mean, one would think they're totally alike, but they're polar opposites. And I've never seen these two guys actually, like at the table breaking bread together. It seemed like it's always been a competition between Brock and Kurt Angle in the ring, out of the ring, in life. And that's healthy.
If they did break bread together, they'd have a competition as to who could eat the most bread. That's just who but you don't get to be an NCAA Division I heavyweight champion and a UFC heavyweight champion or an Olympic gold medalist without having that competitive spirit.
Yeah.
If you don't look across and say, this one could give me a handful, I'm going to compete with him in everything in life or compete with her in everything in life. If you don't have that competitive spirit in everything, you're never going to be an Olympic gold medalist. You're never going to be an NCAA Division I heavyweight champion. You're never going to be a UFC heavyweight champion. You're never going to be the WWE heavyweight champion.
And it's just amazing because they competed like that, but they had such magical chemistry on camera together too.
Well, that's just both of them wanted to be the best. Brock Lesnar, I must say, since Brock Lesnar been a young kid getting into the business, growing into a man, he never phoned it in or anything like that. Kurt Angle has never been a guy to phone it in and say, I'm just going to go in and half-ass it tonight or anything like that. Both of those guys always used to bring 100% of their game to the ring, and if you wasn't ready, that was your problem.
They'd have to, because if Kurt Angle let his guard down against Brock Lesnar for one moment, he knew Brock Lesnar would take advantage of that moment and assert his dominance over Kurt Angle so that when we talk about it here, it's, yeah, but you should have been there the night that Brock Lesnar started. And if Brock Lesnar ever let his guard down around Kurt Angle, ever, he knew Kurt Angle would take advantage of that moment. How could he not?
We heard in that piece as far as how important it was for Kurt Angle to make it to that level. And Brock Lesnar always wanted to be at that level, and that's the beauty of the game. You're not going to let anybody take your spot. And if they do take your spot, they did just that. They took it. And that's what the game has truly been about.
So, Paul, would you say there was any mentor-mentee relationship in any way, any bigger? Because, I mean, while Brock's in high school working to become national champion, he's seeing Kurt Angle win the gold medal. So he clearly admired him. Was there any sort of mentor thing or no?
I think Kurt Angle took Brock Lesnar under his wing so that he could keep his closest competitor close to him. And I think Brock Lesnar accepted the apprenticeship so that he could get close to Kurt Angle, so that if Kurt ever, for one micro moment, let his guard down, Brock would seize that moment.
What were the rules of this match?
I don't remember any rules other than the most takedowns.
Yeah, it was a takedown contest. There were no punches. There was no tap outs. There was no pin attempts. It was who could get the most takedowns and who could stuff the most takedowns.
Got it.
Does something like that impact anybody's standing in the WWE world, backstage or whatever? It does?
Oh, yeah.
How?
I think in an opposite effect. I don't think it affects Brock or Kurt. I think it affects all of the boys in the locker room because they know their asses could be stretched at any time.
And was it already a given at that point? Was it a given amongst you guys that these guys were the two toughest SOBs there?
I don't know if tough is the right word.
Yeah.
Capable.
Okay.
Capable in Greco-Roman wrestling.
Accomplished.
No one. I mean, you have an Olympic gold medalist facing an NCAA Division I heavyweight champion.
Right.
I mean, it's in terms of Greco-Roman wrestling, this is a tier no one else is even close to. It's like in street fighting, there's Booker T, and then there was everyone else. It's a whole different level.
As well as a respect issue there. We respected Kurt Angle for what he went out in the ring and how he learned this business, but we respected Kurt Angle for what he did well before he came into the WWE.
Sounds like he literally gave it everything that he had and accomplished so much, and it feels like he impacted so many future WWE superstars that come from professional sports backgrounds.
Yeah, and now you look at where the business is going. That's a big, big thing for WWE. Finding amateur athletes and turning them into superstars.
And not just that, the shoes that these guys are gonna have to fill.
Good luck.
They're gonna be huge, man. That's gonna be the thing right there, passing that test.
Everyone's gonna go, oh, is Gable Steveson gonna be, is he gonna be Kurt Angle?
Exactly.
Well, he could be, but he better be willing to work harder than anyone's ever worked
And
before.
pay the price for it.
Yeah.
And make the sacrifice.
Want more WWE?
We're diving deeper into the stories you love with exclusive interviews. Plus, we've got legendary guests to help break it all down.
WWE Smack Talk.